Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. As promised, I wanted to complete the entire series of strategies that I trade each and every morning, which includes a strategy that I call the 15-minute Rob reversal. I did a video on that last week. I have completed the updated strategy in oil that I take each morning. And now I will be completing the gold strategy that I also trade each morning right after the intro. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. Okay, so again, I wanted to create this video, one, to answer a lot of the questions that I get on the channel, I get in Discord, in regards to my strategy in gold. It's actually the most simplest strategy that I have because there's really only one session. There's one time period that I'm looking to trade gold, and that is from 8 in the morning Central Time until 9 a.m. Central Time each day, as long as a setup appears. So I'm going to go over, in the beginning, I'm going to go over the rules, the conditions, what to look for, and then we're going to go into two examples, one in NinjaTrader, which is the platform that I use to trade futures each morning, and I will also show you in TradingView how you can set up your chart to look pretty much the same as mine. So I'm going to pull up the rules and the conditions. Same as in oil, what we are looking for is an inside bar to form between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. Central Time. And for those of you that are maybe not familiar, you're seeing this video as a brand new strategy. I considered inside bars, if they have equal highs or equal lows as the previous candle, that would be an inside bar. More commonly, you will see an inside bar that has a lower low or a lower low or a lower high than the previous candle. So both of these examples would be considered inside bars. And the reason why I like trading these strategies is because what I have seen in the markets, specifically the commodities markets with oil and gold, there will be some built-up demand within these inside bars. And depending on in which direction price action wants to go, that is the movement that we are looking for. It's very set conditions and rules for our stop loss, our take profit, and what you're going to be looking for. By the end of this video, you should have a very good understanding of this strategy. I do trade this on the 5-minute time frame, so that is extremely important that you're charting whatever platform it is that you're using. You're on a 5-minute candle. Max one trade per day. Per session, which is per day, and we're looking for the first inside bar that we see that is a valid setup. And once you get that setup, this. One thing I'm going to add about the strategy is that in all of my strategies, there are very specific time-based conditions and rules getting you in and out of these trades. So it avoids over trading, it avoids revenge trading, and hopefully with your back testing, once you feel comfortable with the strategy, you can start to implement this one pretty easy. Okay, first condition. Always ignore the first inside bar in the session, meaning from 8 a.m. to 8:05. If that first bar is an inside bar, we are going to invalidate that trade. The reason for it, I'm going to explain it to you why. The previous bar, which is what I use as a source bar to calculate my take profit and my stop loss, would be pre-session, would be that 7:55 to 8 a.m. candle, and that is not what my strategy is about. So just know, ignore the first inside bar from 8 o'clock in the morning. That would close at 8:05, okay? And You would also ignore the last inside bar in the session. So at 8:55 a.m., that closes at 9 a.m., you are going to ignore that inside bar. The reason for that is that if you were to get into a trade, which would have to be after 9 a.m., that is past my window, my trading window, and I'm not looking to get into a trade. In gold, you will probably see a trade setup happen 85% of the days. So it's just something where you're pretty sure to get at least a trade a day. Some days you won't have one, but then you'll go, that might happen once a week or once every 2 weeks, depending on how the market is going. My take profit is based off of the source bar. The source bar is the previous candle to the inside bar. So if this was a trade right here, this is our inside bar, which would be the red candle. I would base my take profit and my stop loss from this source candle. If I get entered into the long, all I'm doing is my stop loss is going to be placed at the bottom of the source candle. If I'm going short, my stop loss is placed at the top of this inside bar. And I'm sorry, source bar. And we'll go into certain scenarios so you guys can see them visually. Any trade that is 40 ticks or higher, meaning that if you put your stop loss here and your stop loss is 42 ticks, anything that is 40 ticks and higher, we reduce our stop loss to a set 35 ticks. We are always looking for 1-to-1 risk to reward. So if the trade is 23 ticks of stop, we are looking for 23 ticks of take profit. Once a trade hits 70% of your take profit, reduce the risk in half. So again, if you've got a trade here that's 24 ticks of stop loss, and you have now gone 70% to your take profit, we are then going to reduce our stop loss to 12 ticks, which would be half of your risk there. Some indicators that I use in TradingView, and we'll go over them, and NinjaTrader for TradingView, custom trading session highlighter. It just paints this session from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. so you can visually see when you're trading it. And then there is an inside bar indicator that we can also kind of go over. It's really nice because it paints these indicators for you. It paints these inside bars, and it considers equal highs and equal lows as valid inside bars. In NinjaTrader, all you really need is TradeSaber has a free inside bar indicator. All you got to do is search up TradeSaber in YouTube, and he's got a Discord. He provides a bunch of information, bunch of indicators, a lot of resources for free. He's fantastic at that. I will show you what I use, which is the Trade Devils order entry. That's what gets me in and out of these trades very, very quickly. You don't have to have it, but I'll show you how I use it, or again, how you can do them manually. All right, so now let's go into the charts. And let's start with TradingView, just because I think it's going to be a little bit easier for people to see and understand. I'm just going to go off of today's today's trading session. I did not put a video out today. I actually had a live stream with my Discord group, and I was not able to produce a video on there, but I was able to trade this particular trade on the stream. So it's a good example, because what we see here is this is your 8 o'clock start and this is your 9 a.m. finish. Remember, Central Time. Make the adjustment to whatever time zone you're in. But we get an inside bar at 8 a.m. that would close at 8:05. Is this a valid trade? No, it is not. Remember, we ignore always the first inside bar that we see, because we would be using this bar right here, this bar, as our source bar, and that is pre-session, so this is not a valid setup, okay? Coincidentally, if this bar here, which is the 8:55 to 9 a.m. candle, if this is an inside bar and you have not had any trade here, you are also going to be ignoring this trade, because then the trade would actually initiate after the 9 a.m. closing of the session. We are not taking that trade. So what we're looking for is we're looking for the first inside bar that we see that is past this 8:05 candle, and you can see that we get that right here. That's the inside bar. A little hard to see, but let me see if I can blow this up here a little bit. You can see that this candle fits inside of within this previous candle. Now, all you would have to do now is you would have your order to go long at the top of the inside bar, and you would have your order to go short at the bottom of your inside bar, which would be right here, okay? And you're gonna set these up as OCO orders, meaning that one order cancels the other. And you're just gonna, at this point, once you have the orders in, you're just waiting for price action to determine in which direction it wants to go. Obviously, price action here goes to the short, so your order to go long gets canceled, and we then bring out our short tool so you guys can see this trade in action. Our stop loss goes to the top of our source bar, which is the bar previous to the inside bar, and that shows 26 ticks of stop. Okay, now all we have to do is we set our target to 26 ticks of take profit, which is 1-to-1, and you can see here that you get activated into the short and you would take full take profit. One other thing that I added in my conditions is that once you're in this trade and you're at 70% take profit, which could probably be right around here, okay, you can then reduce your risk from 26 down to 13 ticks. So it helps if there's a reversal. Sometimes we get 1 tick from our take profit, you get a reversal, at least you're not getting knocked out for the entire stop loss. Okay, so those are the conditions. This is in TradingView. You know, the highlighter that I put in the conditions is what, which will give you this grayed box. There's tons of session highlighters in TradingView, but the one that I use is called Custom Trading Session Highlighter. And the inside bar that paints on that orange color is Inside Bar V2. Okay, so just do a search in TradingView. You'll get those 2 indicators. They're free. You put them on your chart, connect it to your brokerage account, and you're able to start trading it through TradingView very easily. Now, the way that I personally trade this each and every day is through NinjaTrader. That is the platform that I use to trade my futures contracts with. And I recommend them. I have no affiliation with them, but I have been trading with them for a long time. I've covered many different platforms, and I find Ninja to be one of the most user-friendly platforms that are out there. So what are we looking at here? The only indicator that it's a naked chart. I have no EMAs. I have no pieces of confluences, no filters on these trades. It's very easy, specific trade in gold with those strategies that I outlined. That outline is available on my Discord, so that is also available as well. What you're looking at right here is my order entry system. This order entry system is an indicator that I purchased from Trade Devils. It costs money. So if you go to their website, tradedevils.com, you're going to go to NinjaTrader Indicators and you'll see one that says order entry. I have no affiliation with them, but this is something that I purchased from them probably about 1.5 years ago. I absolutely love it. Gets me into trades very easily. If I click on buy chart, okay, and this is my inside bar right here. I want to put an order to go long right at the top. Boom, I do it. I hit sell chart, put it at the bottom.
Order submitted.
Boom, I do it. It's that simple. You're in, and once price action activates you to the short, the buy order automatically gets canceled because, again, they're OCO orders. You can see that right down here. And you get into the trade very quickly that way. There's also another buttons that I use a lot, which is buy up. If I click on that, it'll automatically put it at the current top of the candle, at the current one. Okay, not the one that's open, the one that is currently closed. And if I do sell down, you'll see that it goes at the bottom. Now, once this inside bar closes as an inside bar, meaning that it's got to close at either equal high and equal low or within that candle, these bracket orders will then fall to the top of this inside bar and to the bottom of this inside bar, and you're ready for the trade. It's super, super easy. So I'm going to cancel these two out. I'm going to run this in Sim. This is just today's trade right here. And you guys can see how quickly I get into this trade. So I'm going to start it. This is at 8:23. So I have to wait until 8:25 for this candle to close. You can see my timer down below. I'm going to speed this up here just a little bit. And then get this down to about 10 seconds. And then I'll kind of explain to you guys how I personally trade this. Okay, so I'm going to go down. Now I've got 8 seconds. This looks like it's going to be an inside bar. I hit sell down, buy up, and you'll see what happens here. It's going to straddle this order. It's going to straddle this inside bar.
Order canceled.
Oops. So price action went a little quick there, which kind of stinks for a video, but it's okay. So price action went down very, very quickly there, down. So I did get an error because I couldn't get my stop order in place. But here's what you want to do. You want to take your bracket order and move it to the top of your source bar. So we are looking for 28 ticks, and you want to put your take profit to the exact same spot, 28 ticks. And at this point, that's 29. Jeez. Come on, right there. 28 ticks of take profit. So now at this point, all you're doing, the only management of this trade is waiting for 70% of your take profit to be hit. It could be roundabout 65, 75. You can almost eyeball this if you have to. That's what I personally do. And once you hit the 70%, then you can reduce your stop loss down to in half. So I'm going to speed up this order here. This is a trade I did today live on stream. So I do know that this one ends up winning, but I figured today was the closest day to this video. So we did have a little bit of slippage there with that trade, even though I am running in sim right now. Okay, let's see if I could slow.
Target.
All right, so it didn't even give me enough time to show you guys, but you would have dropped your bracket order there down to 14 ticks, and that would have been half of your risk. So that is pretty much as simple as it gets on trading this in NinjaTrader, which is, again, which I personally use. If you're interested in the strategy, one, you could join the Discord below, but if you leave me if you subscribe to the channel and you leave me, hit the like button and you leave me a comment below, let me know. There is a strategy that has been coded that is specifically based on my conditions and my strategies in gold that one of our amazing Discord members has coded for us. And we're willing to share that with you. All you get, like, as I said, just subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below, let me know if you want the strategy. It's only available in NinjaTrader, but honestly, you can trade this in any platform that you want. It's super simple. The rules are out there. I'm going to throw the rules out there one more time. Again, the rules are in my Discord. There's videos on the strategy showing you examples. And another beautiful thing is that I make videos every single day trading the gold, oil, and the Rob reversal. So if you are ever caught in a scenario where you're looking back at charts and you're wondering, I wonder if Rob would take this trade, or I wonder if this fits his conditions, just go back to that video of that day. You'll see that trade live in action, recorded for that particular day every single day. I've been doing that since beginning of October of last year. So that's another benefit of watching these videos. Hopefully you guys get some value out of that. Again, just make sure that you hit the like button. Leave me a comment below. Let me know if you want the strategy or not. And let me also know if you're currently trading the strategy. Hopefully you guys took this really nice trade, this short trade here today. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Happy trading, everyone.